Yeah, because I've been making videos for myself for years, and starting up a YouTube channel just seemed like the next logical step. Videos that I was making for myself were good, but I needed something extra, something structured to force myself to do more of the hobby that I love. Oh, my first videos weren't very good. I actually reflected that on that. I think it was the second or third video I made, so I was taking myself too seriously. I think the first video I just put together out of old clips, and it served its purpose. It got me onto YouTube, got me out there, but I think it just was a starting point, I think. And then I got back into sort of doing my own vlogs like I used to in my second and third video, but I noticed I was really stiff on camera, and that was weird because when I've made videos for myself I'm really relaxed and happy, but I found all of a sudden now that I'm making them for YouTube I was all tense and serious, and that came across, and it's taken me quite a while to get over that. Oh, my style. I think deep down I like to be overly dramatic, particularly when it comes to the music choices. I love over-the-top dramatic music. Now this is an interesting question, because what makes a good video for YouTube and what makes a good video for me? For YouTube, I think you just have to work out what they're interested in and feed into that. The problem I have with that is that I know what I'm doing and what I'm doing it for, and what I want to get out of it. And so there is slight conflict between that and then going with the people that are watching my videos. I don't want to sell myself out. I've seen that with quite a few quite big YouTubers. They start off on one thing, and then they sort of change course, which is absolutely fine. If you're going to make a business out of it and you want to make it successful, I think it's absolutely right. But for me, I'm passionate about what I make, trying to create this community, and I want to stay true to that. So yeah, it's an interesting question. It's really humbling to think that people are giving up their own time to watch my videos. And as time's gone on, I mean, it's really hard. You start off at zero subscribers, zero views. So of course you need to get your friends and family involved at first, and they've been great. Not as many as I thought, actually, considering I put it out there on Facebook. And yeah, I was hoping a few more would subscribe, even if they don't watch my videos, because I just want that number to sort of grow. And it's very hard because you need to get YouTube to spot you, and they need to hit that algorithm that YouTube uses, and people talk about it all the time. I don't quite know what it is or what it does, but you need to get subscribers, you need to get the views, you need to get the thumbs up and the likes to get noticed. But no, it's really lovely having subscribers, but also you know, again, they're giving up their own time, so you need to make sure that what you're putting out there is a good use of their time. So I am very conscious of that, and actually as time's gone on, it's become quite interesting, because I made some videos of the Philippines, of our holiday in the Philippines last year. I've got quite a few subscribers in the Philippines now, and I was looking at my analytics, and I think since I've started, about 20 between 25 and 30 odd % of my views have come from the UK. But then about 17-18% are now from the Philippines. I've had a little bit, I think about 2.5% from the States, and then strangely 0.3% from Angola. I don't know, but it's interesting. So it does make me think, because that's my audience, and I need to think about that. I need to stay true to what I'm doing, but I also need to consider who's watching my videos as well, and try and blend the two together. And I think that way we'll get the best results. But it's more thinking. I want to get better at my trade, at making videos and everything that goes within that, the audio, the quality of the pictures. But it's also, I'm really passionate about growing the community and building that community and getting involved in that community of people that are like myself. and I'm getting there. I have my friends on YouTube now from around the world, a couple in the UK. But I've got Neil, who I've known for a long time, and he's doing quite well on his channel. I've got Violet over in South Africa with her channel. And then the new chap that I'm talking to from Canada, Dewey Tran. And I love his videos. He's very fresh, and actually I really enjoy the new YouTubers because they bring something different that the big YouTubers don't have. Again, I think they get caught in the trap, and it's understandable because they're making videos for their subscribers. But the beauty about new YouTubers is that they don't have to worry about all of that, so they can make what they like. And so what you see is very, very different, and it's really inspiring for me. And I look at their videos and think, yeah, actually I could do it. Something like that, or take some inspiration, I suppose, from their videos. I want to continue what I'm doing, and I think where I am at the moment, I'm in a good space. Looking at my analytics, it's growing steadily. I've now got 53 subscribers, and things are going well. But I also want to get more involved in making videos around tutorials, so I may end up making additional videos each week, just doing short snappy tutorials on Final Cut Pro and a few little things, like very short videos. But I think I'll go more down the tutorials route as well as the content that I'm already creating. Yeah, thinking about content's difficult. What am I going to do next, or what can I do this weekend? What am I going to do the following weekend? But what I tend to do is every idea that comes up, I have to write it down, otherwise I forget about it. So at the moment, I keep it all stored on my phone. So my list of content ideas is all stored on my phone, and I think I've got about 20 or so in the pipeline at the moment. But I do have to write them down, otherwise I forget. So it's really important. As soon as I think of an idea, it's like get it down and then move on. I've talked about this in previous videos. The cost of making videos is as expensive as you want it to be. I think if you're starting out use whatever you've got. I've been banging on about this for the last couple of videos. But it can get expensive, and actually I've been doing this for quite a long time, and so I've built up quite a lot of equipment. I invested in my Mac and a drone and stuff last year. So for where I'm at with my little studio and my lights and everything, yeah, it's quite expensive. And it's also the accessories as well that are really expensive. So if you've got your phone and you want to put a microphone on it, you have to buy a bracket that goes on your tripod or on your handheld stick. And again, each one of these is like £30 for this, £20 for that. I bought an LED light last week. That was 70 quid for the light, and then I had to buy the batteries because it didn't come with batteries. They were 30 quid. So it's like 100 quid for another light. So it can get expensive. So you need to be careful. You need to be really careful, and you only need to buy stuff when you really know you need to buy it. I mean, I think I've been reasonably good. I've had a few impulse buys, but when you look at all my equipment combined, I dread to think how much it will cost. It's into the thousands. For me, I know it's time. I find it really difficult, particularly with the job I have. I'm away from home during the week. So I'm away for the best part of 4 days each week, and then when I get home I need to sort things out, and then whatever time's left over is time used to make a YouTube video. So I do find it really challenging. I think that's the hardest thing. Like I've said, the content and everything else is fine, but time is a real challenge for me, and I wish I had more of it. I think it's videos. I think the best video that I've made that I'm really proud of is the one that I did for Rich and Sharon's wedding. I think despite my camera, I made a mistake with the settings in the morning, and I set my camera up wrong, but I got away with it. But everyone's seen the video and they loved it, and nobody can tell the difference, but I know it was wrong. So I think that was my best video. But then if you look in terms of my views, the one that I did the review on the Weebill Lab and the Canon M50, I did that in my hotel room, and I did it really quickly, and I thought it was one of the worst videos I've made. But in terms of views, it's hit home somewhere, and so I'm getting lots of views from that. I'm not getting many subscribers from it, but I'm getting lots of views. But I don't tend to do tech reviews and all of that sort of stuff, and I said it in that video. But I think the tags I used and what I talked about, I think a lot of people have appreciated. But then there's another video. So I did one on Bay City. And again, I was very clinical on how I went about that. It was already footage I had when I went to the Philippines last year, but in terms of how I put it together, how I tagged it and like marketed it, if you like, I was very clear, and I knew before I released that one that would do really well, and it is doing really well. And I think it'll overtake, in terms of views, it will overtake the review that I did on the Canon M50 in the Webuild lab, because I didn't expect that one to take off, and it did. But yeah, I knew exactly what I was doing for the video on Bay City, and I'm so pleased. I knew it. I just knew it. I wish I could do that for every video.